topics are construction of the equation with given roots and some related problems. Now come to the theory portion. We have to construct equation with some given roots which are known. Let alpha beta are the roots of the required equation. So this implies x minus alpha and x minus beta are the factors of that equation, and which implies x minus alpha into x minus beta equals to 0. And multiplying these two factors, we have x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta equals to 0. So this is the quadratic equation having roots alpha and beta. Hence we can conclude that any quadratic equation having real roots can be written as minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots equal to 0. And this is treated as the formula. Now we apply on some problems. We start with a very easy example, that is problem 1. Form the quadratic equation whose roots are 5 and 3. So as we know, the required equation is like x square minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots equal to 0. So we have to find out the sum. Here it is 5 plus 3 equals to 8, and product it is equal to 5 into 3 equals to 15, and hence the required equation is x square minus 8x plus 15 equals to 0. Now come to the second problem. If alpha beta be the roots of 2x square plus x plus 1 equals to 0, form the equation whose roots are alpha square by beta and beta square by alpha. As you know from the previous formula, that is relation between the coefficient and the roots, alpha plus beta is equals to minus b by a, that is equals to minus half, and alpha beta is equals to c by a, and here it is equals to half, and we take these two values are numbered equation 1. Now we have to find the sum of the roots which are given and the products of the roots for construction of the quadratic equation. So sum of the roots is equals to alpha square by beta plus beta square by alpha. Combined these two fraction, we have alpha cube plus beta cube divided by alpha beta, and alpha cube plus beta cube can be written as alpha plus beta whole cube minus 3 alpha beta into alpha plus beta. It is divided by alpha beta, and putting the values from 1, we have it is equals to 5 by 4. And also the product is alpha square by beta into beta square by alpha, and cancelling 1 alpha and 1 beta is equals to alpha beta, and it is equals to half from the equation 1. So now we find sum equals to 5 by 4 and product is equals to half. Now combining this, we have the equation is x square minus 5 by 4 into x plus half equals to 0, that is 4x square minus 5x plus 2 equals to 0. It is the answer. Come to the third problem. If alpha beta be the roots of x square plus 3x plus 4 equals to 0, from the equation whose roots are alpha plus beta whole square and alpha minus beta whole square. Solution. Previously we have the relation alpha plus beta equals to minus 3 and alpha beta equals to 4 as the relation between the roots and the coefficient, and we named it number 1. Now we have to find the sum and product of the roots. So sum of the roots is equals to alpha plus beta whole square plus alpha minus beta whole square. From 1 we know alpha plus beta equals to minus 3, and alpha minus beta whole square can be written as alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta, and putting the values from 1, we have sum of the roots is equals to 2. Again we find the product of the roots, and here also we put alpha minus beta whole square is like alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta, and alpha plus beta is minus 3, so it is equals to minus 63, and hence the required equation is x square minus 2x minus 63 equals to 0. Now I am giving some problems with hints and answers for your practice. All these problems are like the problem 1, 2 and 3. So you can practice it. Next, come to the problem 4. If a square equals to 5a minus 3 and b square equals to 5b minus 3, a not equals to b, find the quadratic equation whose roots are a by b and b by a. Now, the first equation a square equals to 5a minus 3, named it 1, and the second equation b square equals to 5b minus 3, named it 2. For the solution, we have to subtract 2 from 1, and it will give a square minus b square equals to 5 into a minus b, where minus 3 are cancelled to each other, and from this we can have a plus b equals to 5. We take this equation as 3. It is possible because a minus b is not equals to 0. As in the question, look, a not equals to b. So a minus b is not equal to 0 and it is cancelled. Okay, and from which a plus b equals to 5 we can get. Now adding 1 and 2 both, we have a square plus b square is equals to 5a plus b minus 6. So we can write a square plus b square is like a plus b whole square minus 2ab, and this is equals to 5 into a plus b minus 6. As we know, a plus b equals to 5 from the equation 3. So putting these values, look the highlighted portion, I put the values. Okay, we have ab equals to 3. Hence the required equation is, I am just directly put the sum and the product in that equation, and so we can write x square minus a by b plus b by a into x plus a by b into b by a equal to 0. It is from the formula, you know. Or x square minus, the combining the fractions a by b plus b by a, we have the numerator a square plus b square and denominator is ab into x plus 1 equals to 0. And here a square plus b square, we know a plus b whole square minus 2ab by ab into x plus 1 equals to 0. And putting the value a plus b equals to 5 and ab equals to 3, we have 3x square minus 19x plus 3. Here actually we multiply the equation by 3, and thus we obtained 3x square minus 19x plus 3 equals to 0 is the answer. Now come to the problem 5. If alpha is a root of 4x square plus 2x minus 1 equals to 0, prove that 4 alpha cube minus 3 alpha is the other root. Solution. We have to find out the other root, so we take beta be the other root of 4x square plus 2x minus 1 equals to 0. Now as we know that sum of the roots is equals to minus b by a, so alpha plus beta can be written as minus 2 by 4, that is minus half. So we can write beta equals to minus alpha minus half. We take it as the number 1 equation. As alpha is the root of 4x square plus 2x minus 1 equals to 0, which implies 4 alpha square plus 2 alpha minus 1 equals to 0, or 4 alpha square is equals to 1 minus 2 alpha. We take it as number 2 equation. Now 4 alpha cube minus 3 alpha can be written as, look how I write it, alpha into 4 alpha square, the highlighted portion, 4 alpha square, and minus 3 alpha. 4 alpha square we put from the second equation, 4 alpha square in the place of 4 alpha square, 1 minus 2 alpha, that is alpha into 1 minus 2 alpha minus 3 alpha, and calculating we have minus 2 alpha square minus 2 alpha, and here also come the term alpha square, and we have to adjust it by 4 alpha square, that is minus half into 4 alpha square, look at the highlighted portion, minus 2 alpha, and this 4 alpha square we replace it replaced by 1 minus 2 alpha, and after putting this value we have to calculate, and after calculating we have minus half plus alpha minus 2 alpha, and that is equals to minus half minus alpha, and from the equation 1 we get this is equals to beta. So beta can be written as 4 alpha cube minus 3 alpha, which is the other root. So hence this shows that 4 alpha cube minus 3 alpha is the other root.